Okay, Brian, have you noticed how the market will plummet down by 20 to 40% and then all of a sudden it will go back up
It's
to
right back up.
right back up to plus 60% or sometimes even more. You ever notice that, bro?
Yeah, yep, I sure do notice it. And it
Mhm.
and then it's right back up. And you know why.
Yeah,
The whales are surfacing.
yeah, we both know why. So, basically, for the people who don't know yet, the crypto market is what some people would call rigged, but it's not exactly rigged because the people behind it do play by the rules. They really do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you agree, Brian?
Yeah, it's not illegal what they're doing, and honestly, if we were holding hundreds of millions or $1 billion, there's a good chance that we most likely would probably be doing the same types of things. It's just how it goes in business, unfortunately.
Right, right. So what you guys will notice when you start investing, the market will be at a stable price. Like, let's look at Cardano for instance, right? Cardano right now is $1.36 a coin. You may wake up one day and Cardano will be like at $1.07. Most people freak out. They completely freak out when they see Cardano at $1.07. But it's pointless to freak out because there is a reason why the market moves the way that it does, and there is also a reason why all coins move down at the exact same time and then they move up at the same time, with a few exceptions. Every now and then you'll have a few coins that are still down while every coin is up. Like when you look down here, like you can see we've got Maker, True USD, and Gnosis. Those coins are still down, but for the most part, when you see Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Dogecoin all up, it's for a reason. And let me explain. Like, basically, crypto prices depend on supply and demand, right? Um, and many cryptos have limited amounts. And what these people do, these rich billionaires who are in part of the banking industry, you got people like Elon Musk, people like Bill Gates, you know, what these rich people do, they influence the market in their own way. Sometimes they'll come out with a certain article in which they talk crap about
FUD,
Bitcoin.
FUD,
Yeah, they come
the
out
FUD.
and they'll say something about Bitcoin, like Bitcoin is not good for the environment or something like that, and then the market will crash. Or some corporation or celebrity somewhere will come out and mention Dogecoin in a positive light, and Dogecoin goes up. um that's part of what influences these market prices, but the main thing is this: they will see a coin, right? Like, let's say Cardano for instance. Imagine a bunch of rich people in a room and they have millions and billions of dollars. What they do, they sit around together and they say, hey, let's all buy Cardano with $1.36. Let's all on 3 2 1 drop $1 billion into Cardano, right? So Cardano is at $1.36. All of a sudden, while we are sleeping in America or wherever you might be, the price of Cardano will skyrocket. It'll go from $1.36 all the way up to $2. When you wake up in the morning, you will see Cardano at $2 and still rising. And what you'll do, you'll buy in, right? Because you want to be a part of the profit. And what is it called, Brian, when they do that?
FOMO, fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. So they're going to buy into Cardano while it's at $2 because they feel like, oh, Cardano is going to go up to $2.30. But the thing I have been telling you guys is when you see a coin surge like that, don't buy it, because most likely by the time you see a coin skyrocket in price, it's too late. Don't buy. Most likely what will happen is you'll buy that Cardano at $2, and next thing you know, the price will plummet right back down to like $1.50 after you bought it. It'll surge and like, dude, like Brian, dude, I've looked at the app and I've seen coins go up 30% in like 2 hours. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's dangerous when you get that straight up parabolic run. It can be a little iffy to buy then. Sometimes you want to kind of wait until it settles itself out, then you buy in.
Right, you buy low and you sell high. You don't
Right.
want to be a person who suffers from FOMO, fear of missing out, because when you have the fear of missing out, that's usually when you do miss out. You usually want to buy when something is stabilized at a very low price and you wait until it skyrockets. So back to what these rich people do. They sit around and they say, "Hey, we're going to buy Cardano at $1.36, but we're going to agree beforehand to sell all of our Cardano once it hits $2. So on 3, 2, 1, let's all drop $1 billion into Cardano, and once we see Cardano get to $2, we're all gonna sell." Right now, the common person, which is me or you watching, we don't know when Cardano is going to plummet or when it's going to rise. They do, and our tiny investments compared to theirs don't really affect the price of Cardano. Like if I drop 1,000 into Cardano, it really doesn't do much. As you won't even notice it. But if I'm a millionaire, a billionaire, and I drop 10 million in Cardano, you may notice a bit of a price increase, and it may not take that long before you notice it. But if we all agree to buy at $1.36 and we all agree to sell once it hits $2, what ends up happening is the common man wakes up in the morning and they buy their Cardano at $2, right? And they may get the price of Cardano all the way up to like $2.20, right? And they're like, "Oh, we're making a big profit. Cardano might hit $3." All of a sudden, within 30 minutes, once Cardano gets to about $2.20, it starts to plummet very, very quickly. And by the time it plummets, it'll go all the way down to like $1.70, $1.60, to where you're not even making a profit. You just lost the moment you bought in. And the rich people who invested in it, who just sold all of their coins, they just got an instant like 15% return off of retail money, which is the money from the people. And so that's why the market does what it does.
Right. Yeah, and and that's the thing. Crypto, it is, or DeFi and decentralized finance. It's not like the fiat money where it's centralized banking and things like that. But just like all things in life, people that have the most money are going to be able to manipulate it, have some form of control over it. So there's always going to be that aspect. It's just no getting away from it. It's just how it goes, and you just got to kind of learn to roll with it. And
right.
Sometimes the volatility can be a trader's best friend as well, or even a hodler's best friend, depending on how you look at it.
The best thing to do is just buy low, sell high. Don't give into FOMO, because usually when you get into FOMO, you're going to miss out. Now, the only times I do suggest people give into FOMO is in those situations where you are watching the market and you just see the price of something surge and you're like, "Damn, this just went up 5% in the past, you know, 5 minutes or hour,
Hour or
however,
something.
this just skyrocketed. I just saw it go up so much percent in just, 30 minutes." And if that's the case, you can buy in. I've done it before. And right when the coin started to surge, I dropped about 4 grand in it. And by the time it hit its high, I made $900 just like that. But I caught it right when it was about to do that. Like if you
Right.
catch it just quick enough, you can make a profit. But like I said, if you wake up in the morning and you see that something's up, by the time you see it, it's too late. And for some reason, it seems to target American markets like while we're sleeping. I don't know exactly what the reason behind that is, but it's definitely when we're sleeping. The powers that be, wherever they are in the world, they're up and they are trading. And by the time Americans notice it, it's too late. But just knowing that these people exist and they are out there manipulating the market, you can actually profit from it, because when you see it plummet down, that's when you buy. You get what I'm saying? If you approach the crypto market like it's completely random, then most likely you will not profit like you should. But if you approach it knowing that there are certain forces that you can't quite identify, you will always profit. But yeah, we can also tell them about, like, like these articles that these rich people keep coming out with that screw up the market.
Yeah, a lot of that, Z. And some of this is opinion based on my part and our part, but some of it is just logical facts. I mean, you got so many negative articles about cryptocurrency, and most of these articles and news, we won't just say article, we'll just say news and information. It's coming from them old money banksters. They want nothing competing with the dollar, which is what cryptocurrency is. It's another form of currency, obviously cryptocurrency, and they don't want competition with that fiat money because
No,
they want to be able to keep printing it, and cramming more generational debt down our throats and our children's throats and our grandchildren's throats.
and devaluing our dollar.
Yeah,
Because when we go off
absolutely.
the American dollar or whatever dollar, inflation is always guaranteed. And when inflation is always guaranteed, you're essentially a debt slave, because no matter how much money you make, the money that you make will always lose its value. And once it loses its value, you always have to get more and more money in order to sustain your current quality of life. And what happens right now is this: when you go and you put your money in the bank, many people know this. Your money is not just sitting in the bank. The bank's invested. And the reason we trusted the banks with our money to begin with is because when we did not have banks or a place to store our currency, you could have somebody just break into your house and just rob you, take your gold, silver, whatever you had, right? So we give our money to the banks so that they can secure our money, right? But while they have our money, they invest it, and they get power. They just grow in power. They buy up corporations, land, whatever
Right.
you have. And so we have to give them our money because we trust them, but ultimately they're using our money to get more power and to make sure that they maintain control. Crypto is different. Once you put your money into crypto, crypto is controlled by the people. So you have what's called crypto miners, and we'll get into that in the next episode. But what crypto miners do, they sit around and they use their personal computers, they use their workstations, their phones, personal servers to host the crypto on it. And the crypto has algorithms built into it to reward these people for hosting the cryptocurrency and
Right.
hosting the transactions, right? And so since these people, which it could be me, it could be you, anybody can be a crypto miner, anybody, right? We're essentially acting as the body for the crypto to reside in. Let's say the crypto is the soul, the miners are the various body parts. They're like the cells of the crypto, right? So they sit around and they allow the crypto to exist on their servers, and they can do that independently of a bank. So when you invest in crypto, you're not giving all of your money to just one bank. You're not giving your money to just one bank. The money is being dispersed and hosted by whoever is uh acting as a miner. So that's why the banking systems and various politicians and corporations who are in bed with the big institutions don't want you to invest in cryptocurrency, because once you do, you get the power over it. And like we've been showing you guys, you can make all this money independently. Like, I mean, you don't have to go to a bank and get a loan. I'm showing you guys on every episode like how you can just invest a few hundred here, 1,000 here, 2,000 here, and make what McDonald's is paying you, Wendy's is paying you. It's just ridiculous.
Right. And actually, which I'm not super familiar with all this, but there are different kind of cryptos and places in the world they're actually working on to where people will not have to go to a bank to actually get a loan too. Uh, you will actually be able to take a loan from like crypto, which that's something we can cover on another show. It's pretty awesome. It's basically taking out the whole middleman, to where you gotta get money from a bank, plus you have to pay them back more money than what you borrowed. You can basically just get a loan and you borrow and pay back what you borrowed. No
That's
interest,
amazing.
no. It is, and that's also another reason why these big institutions and bankers, it's mainly bankers. I mean, institutions, I feel like a lot of
And the
institutions
bankers
are,
own the institutions once you go
they
far up.
do. They do. You're right about that. It is going to change the game once more institutions get in, because just like the internet, just like so many other things in this world, um, I'm convinced that the world has no choice but to step into the crypto space. Like I said, on episode 1, we're coming into the digital age. And we're already in the digital age. Let me take that back. We're already in this digital age, and these institutions, people around the world are gonna have no choice but to get on board or get left behind.
Right, right. I believe in it because I don't think that our money should ever have should ever have been centralized. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like, have you
no.
seen those articles where they were talking about like police officers would have the power to just like scan you and make your like all of your money in your bank account just be frozen like a regular
Right,
cop.
that's that new world order stuff. That's that new world
Just
order
a
stuff.
regular cop would be able to just like scan you and make sure that your assets are frozen until like a judge comes and either releases your assets or make sure that you can't leave the country or I mean, it's just ridiculous, like the
Yeah.
type of power they want to have over people. But when you own cryptocurrency, your money is your money. Like, nobody can take that from you, like legitimately nobody. And another thing I'm going to talk to you guys about probably 2 episodes from now is how to get your currency off of the apps and store it on your own personal drive. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So a personal drive so that you can go anywhere in the world and have your currency. But there are just so many benefits to it, man. And like I'm glad it is here. And nobody even knows who exactly created Bitcoin.
Yeah, he's anonymous. He created it and basically just left it for the world to use it. Also, Z, I did want to bring up like depositing money off the app. One thing that I love about the crypto.com app is that you can get a crypto Visa card, which I currently have one, and I absolutely love it. I mean, you can basically trade your crypto in, you turn it into fiat. From fiat, you top up your card, and I mean, within like less than a minute, you got money on that card, and you can pull it out of the ATM. You can buy
So
things
when you
with
go
it.
to the ATM, you're like exchange, like, kind of run me through what it's doing.
So basically, say we'll just use hypothetical numbers. I got $5,000 in my crypto.com app, right? Let's say
Uh-huh.
I own $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, right? Well, I'm like, I want to spend some of my crypto. Okay. I'll go in, I will sell. Let's just say I want to sell $1,000 of crypto to my fiat wallet. All right, you sell it to your fiat wallet. Then you by this time you already have your crypto.com card all set up, right? You will go into, there's a section in accounts, it'll be crypto Visa. You
Hmm.
click that, uh you click top up, and then you go into your fiat part. maybe what we'll do on an episode, we'll go through maybe like a tutorial or
Yeah,
something
that sounds
on
like
what
something.
you do. That way people know, but I'm just trying to put it out there that these are like some of the benefits from it. Um, but yeah, you just tap your card up, then it's on there and you create a 4-digit PIN just like you would with any of your banking institutions. And it's a cool little card. I just got the basic one, which is the midnight blue one. But you can get higher level ones to where it'll give you like free Netflix or money off Netflix or free Spotify, which I love my Spotify too. Bro, we keep putting all these little shout outs out to Netflix and Spotify and crypto.com. These fools are gonna have to start paying us, bro. But yeah, I mean, it's just to me, yeah, see out in the right corner, see you got the little card app, right, or the little card icon. But yeah, basically you just tap your card up and you can go to the ATM. You know, there's limitations. I think it's only like 500 a day you can pull out of the ATM, things like that. But the higher the card goes up, the more you can basically you can most likely pull out and stuff like that and spend more. So it's pretty awesome though. I love it. I've not bragged about it, but been very excited about it. You know, I'm like, yeah, I'm buying things with my crypto because it's cool. You know, it's cool. It's cool to me. Other people are even kind of impressed, like, wait, that's a crypto card, and it's just like, yeah, yup. So
Yeah,
that's
I like the
something.
idea of it.
I do too, and especially if I'm like, I want to spend some of my crypto. I don't want to spend something that's in my checking account or my savings account. And I'm like, you know, I made a few dollars off of crypto. I made a couple $100 off crypto last week or something. You know what? I'm going to take some of my profits. So, yeah, that's also something the viewers, if you guys are interested about, that's something you can look into. And if you want us to go through a tutorial or something, we could probably do that and make that happen.
Yeah, what I want to stress to you guys, dude, just ask whatever questions you want to ask in the comment section. I will do research for you. I'll get back to you. I'll put the answers you want to know in the comment section, because I know a lot of guys are still struggling to get out of that damn 9 to 5. So you know what I'm saying? While you're struggling to get out the 9 to 5, you're not able to do all the research that you want to do. But if you ever want to know anything about finances, and like I said before on episode 1, it doesn't even have to be about crypto. It could be about real estate, investing. I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to things like that, and I can tell you guys what you need to know, or do research and find out what you need to know, and just give it to you guys, so that way, you know, while you're at work slaving about, you know, I'll be able to just help you guys out in any way that I can. Because, you know, these jobs, man, they are set up to keep you down. They're made to, you know, like forget 9 to 5, dude. How many hours do people really work a week? Like 60?
Right. 50,
you know
60.
What I'm saying?
It's the corporations. They're just monsters. They're monsters upon the common man. I mean,
yeah, they I mean, you think about it, like, you know, you wake up every day. Let's say you have a 9 to 5, quote unquote. Dude, what time are you waking up? 7:30? You know what I'm saying? You waking up 7:30, brushing your teeth. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys are brushing your teeth, but you wake up, you brushing your teeth, you go to the bathroom, you get your clothes on, you eat food, then you have to maybe take like a 30-minute drive to work. See, waking up 7:30, you're not to work until about 9, and then, you know, once about 5 o'clock hits, either you're wrapping up your last customer, you're closing, you gotta sweep floors, you gotta do whatever you gotta do, your boss is nagging, then you gotta get ready to drive home. It might be a 30-minute drive home, dude. Like, it's really more like a 7 to 6. I mean, dude, we spend so much time at our jobs. Like, think about how much you could learn and how much you could accomplish if all of that time, you know what I'm saying, like that 240 hours a month, could be devoted towards learning or building something. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous how much time we spend giving away to somebody else.
Right, right. That's why financial freedom is just so crucial. And it's not something that comes easy. It's definitely not something that comes easy. It's something you got to work towards. And sometimes you gotta, like we always say, you gotta work for the man to end up working for yourself, to get the leg
Sometimes
up.
you do.
So,
Yeah, sometimes you do. Like, not everybody is born with a silver spoon. And I
right.
think it's best when you're not born with a silver spoon. Like,
More
it's like,
perspective, more
yeah, it's
perspective in life.
character too, more character,
Character,
more
yeah.
perspectives, and you're able to appreciate what you have, because like I
Right.
also said in episode 1, happiness is about appreciation, and appreciation comes through moderation. You know what I'm saying? Like, having a little is sometimes having a lot.
Right. And just so Z and I can clarify, in no way, shape, or form are we dogging out anybody that works 9 to 5s or anything. We understand. I still am working a so-called 9 to 5. It's not no 9 to 5. It's like an 8 till good luck.
8 to 11.
8 to good luck. That's how mine goes. But because we understand, and that's our motivation with this channel is, and honest to God, is just to put out information, and we want to see other people thrive. And there is so much opportunity and things that I'm just finding out. I mean, I'm in my 30s and I'm just now finding this out. And Z, I know we talked, and I'm thinking, if I would have known this stuff when I was like 20,
Oh my god, dude.
21,
Oh my god.
I probably wouldn't be on having this channel right now and doing it, because I'd be
Oh my
probably so
god.
busy making business moves and doing all this. Maybe I still would. Maybe I would have. Then I just have nothing but time to sit back and do some good. But
When they say youth is wasted on the young, they are not lying, man. Like,
yeah,
youth is really wasted on the young. I remember just back when I was 19, like, so many decisions I could have made
right,
to get ahead. And by many standards, some people do consider me ahead for my age, but just looking back at what I could have done when I was 19, 20, 21, but I just didn't know. I didn't have the knowledge, and I had to spend the time to get the knowledge. I feel like a lot of people just want money to be given to them. But truth be told, knowledge has been more valuable to me than if you would have just given me, like, let's say if you would have just given me $5,000 when I needed it. Knowledge would have been worth more to me than just giving me like $5,000 when I was broke or something like that. Because with the knowledge, man, like, you can take that
that's
and
for a lifetime. That's for a
absolutely,
lifetime.
it's for a lifetime, dude. You can
Yep,
like they say, teach a man to fish. Don't give a man to fish, teach a man to fish.
yep, yep. Yeah, that's a knowledge. The saying "knowledge is power" is very true. And for all the young guys out there listening to our words, it is a true statement. Take it from guys that are a bit older. It is a true statement. Knowledge is power. Learning, understanding, and this will make your character grow. And it's good to know how to work hard and do that. And you take that hard working ethic and off from that back-breaking work, and you turn it into, what can you do with your mind? How can you make income off your mind?
Yeah,
If you can do
absolutely.
that, you're winning. You're winning.
Yeah, for the young people out there, man, oh my gosh. Like, I love to find young people, man, who want to learn, who are hungry. Like, a person that's like 18, 19, 20, like, just telling them what they need to do from start to finish to, get where they want. Like, I told this one guy, just a few months ago that I spoke to, and we got into talking about investing and whatnot. He was a young dude. I told him, I'm like, look, the first thing you need to do right now, based off his circumstances that he told me, I was like, dude, go get you a condo. Go get a nice little condo somewhere for cheap. Pay it off, and once that condo is paid off, dude, you'll have it paid off before you're even 30, and your your entire life will be different from that point, because the biggest expense everyone has is what? Rent.
Yeah, rent,
You know what I'm saying?
mortgages, things
Rent,
like that.
mortgages, things like that. So once you get that house paid off, um, you just set yourself up for success in the long term.
And you got a place to hang your head. You know what I mean? A place to dwell.
Yup, you
Just
always
got to
got a
pay
place
that
to go.
taxes.
Pay those taxes, and then it doesn't even matter. Uh, like when you own your own place, paid off, it doesn't really matter if that boss gives you a hard time at work. Those coworkers give you a hard time. It really won't even matter, because you can always say, hey, I own my own place. I don't have to worry about my rent payment for the next month. I can go and sit back. I got, a couple thousand tucked away to just pay my cell phone bill, my cable bill, and I can sit back and re-strategize and
Right.
figure out where I want to be a month from now or 6 months from now. Take a break. You could go to another country and live dirt cheap and just give yourself a break. Okay, but that wraps up this episode. Please subscribe and check out our next episode so we can discuss more, and hopefully we all learn something.